Let's see how these make trans and translate methods work on string. So we have seen all other methods. So as it is shown here, translate actually. So what translate does? Translate maps characters. Maps the character with the other corresponding given character. Okay. So but that to map those characters, we need to pass translation table. The translation table can be generated by maketrans method. Okay, the maketrans is a static method, so we can call that on a string itself. So maketrans, how maketrans works? Maketrans takes maketrans can take either a dictionary or a strings, couple of strings, or we can also pass 3 strings. Okay, if you want to check the method signature, we can call help of std.maketrans. Okay, there you go. Okay, so this maketrans actually returns the translation table. We can pass, it takes x, y, z. Okay, 3 different arguments. And either we can pass first argument as dictionary. In such a case, second argument, third argument are not expected. Okay, or we can pass 2 strings or 3 strings. For suppose, let's do this. str of make trans. Okay, I can give ABC with 984. Okay, so you see this translation table is created. These are ordinals corresponding code points of these characters. Okay, so this translation table is what we use. It is a dictionary. Dictionary is a mapping data type, right? It maps one key to the value. Okay, so here A is mapped to 9. Okay, so if you want if you want, we can check there how these are mapped. These are mapped using Unicode ordinals or code points. So go to Unicode key table. Let's go. What is the code point for A, which is 97 mapped to 57? 57 means 9. Check this. 57 means 9, right? Can you see? So even the number 9, these are all characters. See here, all characters that you have on keyboard, they are actually stored in a binary. So what is how 9 is stored? 9 is stored like this: 1111001. Okay, so which is the equivalent of decimal 57. Okay, so how small a is stored? Small a means you see 97. Okay, so it maps those characters using code points of Unicode or ASCII. Okay, ordinals. So basically, you can use built-in function ORD and you can pass any argument and get that code point or a ordinal. Okay, so check help of ORD. Okay, it returns the Unicode point of a given character. Okay, so I hope you understand. Okay, now this translation table, we can, if we generate a translation table, we have to store that in one variable, or we can directly call this as we pass the arguments to translate. What I can do now, let me define a string as equal to sorry, s equal to abxyz. Okay, 924 92976 something I did. Okay, now let's see the s dot translate. We have translate, right? And so that the translation table we created using make trans should be passed as an argument to translate. What it does, it maps according to the translation table. It maps or replaces the characters with the other characters. So it means when we created make trans, we passed this 2 arguments to tell that okay, if we wanted to replace every occurrence of A with 9, every occurrence of B with 8, okay, like that. So translation happened. Can you see? It is, that is why we call it as translate. It translate given characters into other characters according to the translation table. Okay, and you see other characters are intact here. So you have 9, 8, okay, and then but when you see the occurrence of B, when there is for B which is replaced with the 8 again, can you see? And A is replaced with the 9. Can you see? Okay, so when you create a translation table, this strings length should match. Can you see? Okay, if I pass that way, so two strings, two arguments, two strings, that length should match. Okay, so another way to create a translation table is, for example, T2 I'm taking str dot make trans, okay, and I can pass directly dictionary here. Okay, A with the capital Z, L with the capital O, E with let's call dot. Okay, now check T2. Okay, again those are replaced with those ordinals. Can you see? Okay, these values are intact. Values, keys are, for keys code points are used, and but for values they are uh, code points are not used. Those characters are uh, those characters are not replaced with code points in a dictionary. That is a result of maketrans. Okay. Okay. Now check this. Let me do apple. Now replace translate and give T2. How it is replaced? Can you see? A is replaced with Z, right? According to the dictionary we created, and PP is fine. O is replaced with L is replaced with cap. E replaced with. This is how make, trans, and translate work together. Okay, they both are combo, and we use make, trans, and translate combined to make trans to create a translation table, and translate to translate the chemistry, which in the sense replacing the characters with the corresponding characters according to the translation table generated by maketrans function.